Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Ryan, Rigs of Death Metal. Today, my guest is Damage of the mighty Dimmu Borgir, and also of Chrome Division, and there's a couple other bands that I think is escaping me at the moment, but I'll let you
Yeah.
list them off there. So, how's it going, man?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
So cool.
Well, uh, first off, you're still gonna do? Are you still doing Chrome Division?
Yeah,
Okay,
actually, I sent a guitar solo for Shagrath today, and he
nice.
said that I sent the same solo twice. So I have to see what I did there.
Hell yeah.
Uh, but we are working on a new album with Chrome Division. Actually, we've done that for a couple of years now.
hmm
But you know how it is. Life just gets so much things happening, and since I joined Dimmu, we've been in the studio recording the new
Okay.
album, and we finished that. You know, the recording sessions were done in April last
Hmm.
year, I think, and then I had like 7 weeks to learn all the stuff and go on tour. So it's been quite hectic, but yeah, I love it.
Okay. So are you you said you were in the studio. Were you just going in and laying overdubs on top of what they previously recorded?
No,
No? Okay.
recorded everything from scratch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So unless I misunderstood, okay, so they literally had the recordings finished April of last year and you guys went in and just completely redid it?
No, they had written the album like
Oh,
99% done.
okay. Gotcha.
And when Galder quit, they were, they were supposed to go into the studio a long time ago. So when I joined the band, it was like, we have to do this album before we tour, you know. So I basically had to learn like 13 songs and write guitar solos and stuff on that. And then we went to Gothenburg, Fredman Studio, and started recording the album there. I think it was around this time last year,
Okay.
November. Yeah. So and then we just recorded all the songs, and we did it in 3 sessions.
hmm
So it was done now, as I said, April
Gotcha.
2020, 2025. Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Hmm.
Man, it's going into a band fresh like that, like an established band fresh,
Yeah.
is it easier or more nerve-wracking for the first thing you're doing, either like jumping in for a tour or going into the studio? Which one do you think is more pressure?
Both.
Yeah, pretty
No,
equal.
but so many things around it. You know, one thing is to record the music, but then it's the legacy of the band,
hmm
and I want to um color it with my guitar playing, and kind of, my background is rock, heavy metal, blues. So going into a black metal band was like the learning curve was like this,
Yeah.
um and but it's been really, I've been digging into it, and uh I think it's so, especially this album also is very complex, long songs. It's almost kind of a little progressive,
Hmm.
you know but yeah, of course, my shoulders were like here when I
Yeah.
went into the studio. Fucking hell, recording an album with Dimmu Borgir is like big shit. But of course, I think I must say both. I think also going on tour, the first show was Tons of Rock here in Norway,
Okay.
Oslo. So the first show was like in front of 40, 50,000 people, and the second show was Wacken.
Oh
So
wow.
I'm like, okay, kill me right now. But no, but it was, yeah, you just have to do it, There's no
Yeah.
excuses. You can't hide, you just have to do it.
Sure.
I
Sure.
learned so much this year, basically. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Damn. What kind of time frame did they give you to learn some of this stuff, like going into the studio and then the time frame you had before you started playing shows?
7 weeks.
7 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
There's it's definitely been worse. I
It
say that
has.
it doesn't it seems like a lot of time, but I'm sure with that pressure and the amount of material that you had to work with, I'm sure it was pretty daunting and probably
Yeah,
yeah.
sometimes I just freak out like this is not gonna work because one thing is learning the song the songs, but the playing technique as well, like
Yeah.
all the time. And the guitar solos on some of the old songs, I wanted to replicate them as good as I could
Hmm.
and dive into that. And there's just so many things going on and a lot of arpeggios and stuff,
Yeah.
like I think it's in Death's Embrace. It's so many arpeggios. The old guitarist there, Jamie, was the one playing those guitar parts. So and he's really good at this sweep picking thing,
Yeah.
which I haven't been doing so much. But yeah, 7 weeks, you know, that's what you have. Then that's just you just have to do it.
Sure.
So.
Did you have like tabs or some videos from Solenos, or were you just going off ear? What did you use to learn that material?
The guitar solos was by ear, but
Mhm.
me and Janos went through a lot. Yes, so he showed me, many of the riffs, and I always thought, okay, this is simple, and then he showed me, and it's like, hell, it's not.
Yeah.
There's so many things going on there which you can't hear
Hmm.
on the
Gotcha.
albums. Yeah.
I'd say for how dense a lot of the mixes are, I'd say
Mm.
there's quite a lot of that in Dimmu. Like I've noticed it with certain songs where I've been able to kind of see what they're playing on like live videos or music videos, whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, everything's so dense. I'd say there's little details that could easily get lost a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, no, but as I said, it's been. I think I've grown very much as a musician and guitarist. Uh, uh, just to work in the studio with these guys and see how complex and the details and everything has been
Yeah,
just more than I imagined actually. Yeah.
sure. Um, I definitely have more music and theory kind of related questions like stemming off of that, but we're a very gear centric podcast. I want to dish about gear for just a minute
Yeah,
because
of course.
I think there's a demographic, like a chunk of our demographic that tunes in for just that and then bounces. So, who knows? But yeah. So right out of the gate, what does the live rig look like with Dimmu at the moment?
My guitar rig is quite simple. I use Mesa Boogie dual rectifiers
Love them.
and pedal board, which let me see, I have to think here. I have a Jumper Turushi Vava pedal
Okay.
and ISP decimator gate, noise gate, and that's in front, like directly into the amp. And then I have three or four pedals in the loop. It's digital delay, Boss digital delay, and the what's it called? The red box. It's a reverb pedal
Okay.
and also a chorus pedal, and they're in the effects loop. I'm gonna check out that red one. Just a second.
Sure.
My back is hurting like hell, so I'm working like a 90-year-old. It's the Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The TC
Hall of
electronic
Fame.
one.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So that's it. And no boost in front of the amp.
I was
And,
gonna
and
ask. Yeah. That's
yeah,
crazy.
many people use the boost, and I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible.
Sure.
So and then we use the Shure, what's it called, Shure Accent for
Yeah.
wireless. Yeah, and then it's the ESP Nebula.
Ooh,
Uh,
nice.
this is nice, man. Arrow.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah,
love the arrow shape.
yeah, me too. And actually, I got this one. This is the ESP2, and this is the LTD version.
Okay, yeah.
I had to custom make it myself because I have a good friend of mine, which is very, he's a luthier, guitar luthier.
Hmm.
And these ones come with only one pickup, and I use two.
Yeah.
So we just made a, yeah, what do you call it? A hole here to place in the pickups.
Yeah.
I put in these red EMGs. So a
Fuck
little
yeah.
cool thing there, custom, only one in the world. So on tour I have four guitars with me, one D standard, one and D standard backup, and also E standard and E standard backup.
Okay. So
Yeah,
they still play some of the old stuff in E standard. They don't try to transpose or
this one.
whatever. That's
No,
cool.
E standard. Yeah,
I kind of appreciate the dedication to playing stuff, how it was recorded.
yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely.
A lot of bands are just like, nah, we're just gonna play it in whatever we're playing in on the new record.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's true.
Sometimes it
So
sounds cool, sometimes it sounds kind of weird, but
yeah, yeah, and all the on the new record as well, we have both D and E standard there too.
sure.
So yeah.
I uh I think it was I think a couple of times I've seen Cannibal Corpse,
Mm,
which I think they're a lot. I think they have more guitars that they tour with now to play everything in the album tuning. But
mm,
I know at least one of the times I'd seen them, they just pretty much did the whole set with the same tuning. And some of those older songs, there's a couple of them that sounded pretty gnarly,
yeah.
going from like E flat down to like what is it, A sharp or something.
Oh damn.
But
Oh, that's a huge gap, man. Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah,
kind of was missing, made it sludgier and not as like that cool thrashy tightness that some of those early records had, you
yeah, yeah,
know. So it's different vibes, but
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. So no, I think it's cool to. I haven't been so. I should have experimented more with different tunings, but I just haven't. In Chrome Division, we use it's D. Is it D drop? C? No, C drop. It's D standard and dropped in C. So C
oh,
drop.
okay, yeah,
That's Chrome Vision, but yeah, so that's like the three tunings I've been using,
hell yeah. um I've always tended to grab, I've got guitars in different tunings, but my main one has always been like D standard and maybe drop
Yeah,
C.
yeah,
it's
exactly.
just it's just home base.
Yeah, it is.
Just
Yeah.
I think it was ever since learning like a death song in a guitar magazine, when I was a teenager, I just gravitated towards D standard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh,
so
I just have to tell you, actually, now I got these Synergy amps.
oh, nice.
So I'm going from a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier to Synergy because I have to see if I can get this one out because they have the direct module.
Okay.
And as we all know, Mesa Boogie doesn't give anything. you know, I
Yeah.
love Mesas, but they don't have any. You don't get
No
discounts,
collabs.
nothing. And
Oh,
they're
yeah.
so expensive.
Yeah.
So I want to keep them in my home, and but
Sure.
this is the module that I'm using with Synergy, the
Hell yeah.
direct. It sounds great, man. So yeah, and the settings too look
Hell
beautiful.
yeah. Everybody can freeze right there.
Yeah, they,
Um, my main rig for like a decade was one of the old two-channel dual rectifiers. It was a Revision F, I believe.
Mhm.
Um, love that amp. I eventually sold it, and I've gotten a few things since then. You know how it is. When you play one thing for like over 10 years, you just like, I just want something different.
Yeah.
But but yeah, no, those it's still like my measuring stick as far as tone goes. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, I played so many amps compared to the Mesa. It almost would be like the difference of going from mono to stereo. You know what I mean? It just had such a big sound.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
one thing which I did just for different vibes, I would play the Mesa with no boost just to get away from the board for a minute, you know.
Yeah.
And honestly, and I guess it might vary depending on the model, but if you just cut the bass back a little bit, it's pretty manageable. Like with no boost, like you can get some pretty cool tones as long as you're not like I don't know. At least on mine, I had to keep the bass below like 10 o'clock or something. I think
Hmm.
otherwise it got kind of woolly.
Yeah, absolutely. I just have to see. I have my settings here.
Nice.
I just have to see. I just have to see what I have. How's the bass looking there? No, of course I can't find it now, but I'll get back to it. But I think it's quite. I'm not sure. At 4:05, like
Sure.
12 o'clock, something
Hell
like
yeah.
that. Hmm.
Nice. And yeah, they those different revisions and different models over the years, they vary so much
Yeah,
that
they do.
yeah, it's and not to mention whatever cab you're running it through. So it's
Yeah,
like uh, I always tell people you're better off just trying to use your ears. Like,
yeah,
but
but absolutely because I have, as I said, two on tour. We have a backup of everything, of course. So I have
mhm.
two dual rectifiers on tour, and they sound so different.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So the backup amp, it's kind of, I think it's a little harder to dial in
Oh yeah.
than the main amp, which I'm using. The main amp is just like boom, 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 and ready to go. But the other one is very, I don't know. It sounds great, but you have to dial it real good in
Yeah.
to make it sound as good as it can. And that's cool with the Synergy Ampere. It's like it just works. You
Hmm.
know, dial it in and you're ready to go.
Hell yeah. I haven't got to play this Energy Direct yet, but uh from all the clips that I've checked out, because I've come so close to diving into the Synergy stuff, and I just haven't quite yet. But
Yeah,
it's very impressive. And
yeah,
especially now they have such a huge catalog of those modules now.
yeah.
But
They do.
the Direct seems like a pretty cool amalgamation of like a lot of like the two channel like older ones, just kind of all
Yeah.
rolled into one. Kind of like how Mesa did for their like 90s reissue one that they
Hmm.
put out. Was it this year, I guess? Like
Yeah.
the chrome chassis, the black faced one.
Yeah.
It yeah, it just kind of goes for the overall vibe as opposed to honing in on a specific revision. Um,
Yeah. That's how I look at it too. So that's
yeah,
that's why it's so easy to dial in.
hell yeah.
Uh, Talking about Mesa, I have the first Mesa boogie I ever bought. I still have it. It's is it 100 or 120 watts? I think it's 120. A Mesa boogie
The
triple. Is it?
yeah, the triple rec is 120, I
Yeah,
believe. And then the dual rec's 100 and then the single rec's 50.
that's right. And this one, it's so loud, and it's from the 90s. It's so loud, so it's only in my studio now. But no, I just love amps. I'm not gonna. I had a Marshall Yachts GCM 2000 TSL 100.
Oh, I had one of those. Those are great.
Yeah, and I modified it, so I had this in the power amp tubes were, I, th- I think it was 6550 tubes.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, and it just sounded great, but I was like in my 20s, and I had
Hmm.
to sell it to to
Yeah,
to buy the Mesa amp. But
sure.
yeah, I should have had it today because I'm moving to a bigger house, a new house now in November. So I have a lot of space there, man. So it would be so great to just have all the amps,
Nice.
covering the walls. Yeah.
It's
So
like as as cool as technology gets and as convenient as rigs can be now. I almost anybody I talk to, at the end of the day, we still want amps and pedals and cabinets and moving air. Like
Absolutely.
it's like
Uh,
when you're gigging, it's like whatever you can throw in a bag as fast as possible,
yeah,
usually. But yeah, at the end of the day, we all still want the classic stuff.
yeah, we do, and that's so great with synergy. You can like when we are one thing is touring in Europe, then we can take the big rig with us. But fly-in gigs, we have to. I'm gonna have a setup where I have the preamps and power amp
Hmm.
just into a rack.
Hell yeah.
So uh, so it will be like yeah, a tube amp with which is light, you know.
Yeah.
So that's
Um, what uh what string gauge are you using with like the D standard stuff with Dimmu?
10 to 60.
10 to 60. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And E standard is 9 to 46. E standard is I'm trying to get a deal with strings, but I think it seems like the whole industry is so pushed when it comes to it's the margins are so small
Mm,
that I haven't gotten any deal yet. I use this Roto Sound 10 to 60
okay, yeah.
for the dark zone 10 to 60. And then I actually use the Ernie Ball hybrid. Is it Slinky? Let's see. What is it called? Yeah, hybrid Slinky 9 to 46. So,
Okay.
but 46 is a little light for me. So I would like to go for 9 to 52 would be perfect in
Hmm.
East.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The what would that be like? Is that the skinny top heavy bottom, I think? Or no,
Yeah.
that's 10 to 52, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was one I used forever, but
I like the nines because I have it's 24 frets. So and not 22, so 24 frets. So like nine in E standard is perfect when it comes to play the leads and guitar solos and stuff.
yeah.
Same with in D standard, the tens. Yeah,
Yeah. You like to be able to bend on the high strings basically.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm not Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Right. Yeah, like him and oh shoot, I'm spacing right now. Uh Original guitar like first guitar player for like Whitesnake, played in Thin Lizzy.
Oh yeah,
John
uh,
Sykes. Yeah. Yeah, John Sykes, I think he played like standard with like 14s or something stupid.
oh my god, how was that?
Yeah, something crazy manly.
Yeah, that is crazy because like nines there can
Yeah.
go yeah, but if I was if I had yeah, tens work also, but when you go get up to 12,
Hmm.
I think that's quite hard to bend with 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then I've also tried the flip side of it, like using eights for like a standard tune string or whatever.
mhm.
Even had the Carl Sanders like 7 string set, which I actually have one pack here,
Mhm.
and I just kind of keep it. It's just sort of a keepsake. It's like 8 to 70 for that low B string.
Oh damn.
So it's like from one extreme to the other.
Eight
Yeah,
to
dude. The eight, you better have such control over your vibrato to use an eight for like a standard tune, high E. My
yeah,
God. It feels
yeah,
like nothing. It feels like when you pick up like those little quarter scale
yeah,
guitars, like for kids and stuff,
yeah,
like just a noodle, like, or
yeah,
yeah, just
yeah.
like a soldering wire or something. But
Yeah, no, that's crazy. But I think Amy Malmsteen also plays very light.
yeah, like
Is it
sevens or eights or something.
7 or 8? Yeah, something like that. And and that's not E standard. I think it's E. What do you call it? E
Oh, like
flat.
E flat.
Yeah, I think it is.
God.
I'm not sure. I think it is. So that's how it
Yeah.
is.
That it wouldn't surprise me for Ingve because if you want to talk about like a controlled, pretty much perfect vibrato,
Mhm.
for metal, shred, whatever, like it's Ingve for sure.
Yeah, it is. It
Um,
is.
and I think one of the only other guys that I think is as tasteful of a vibrato for shreddy stuff as him would maybe be like Brandon Ellis.
Yeah.
Black, yeah. Well, was Black Dahlia Murder.
Mm, mm.
I don't know if he's landed anywhere full time yet,
No, I don't know.
but
But yeah, and talking about guitarists, I
yeah.
know big fan of Zach Wild and John Petrucci, and those guys also have their vibrato. You know,
Oh
you
yeah,
can hear it when it's Petrucci or Zach.
absolutely.
So,
That was one thing I definitely wanted to ask you when we did this was which it seems like such a stock question, like who are your influences,
mm,
uh but for real, it's like you're for us guitar players, whoever your guitar heroes were when you were younger makes such a huge part of the recipe that is you as a guitar player.
mm,
Like whoever you're emulating as a teenager when you're learning whatever, it sticks with you.
yeah,
And watching some of your videos where you're especially like some of the Chrome Division or some of the covers and stuff,
yeah,
watching you do like fast runs,
mm-hmm.
it's got a very Zach Wild kind of feel. Just your very
Yeah,
aggressive alternate picking runs.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Zach and
absolutely.
Petrucci.
Because I remember, I love the all of the Ozzy Osbourne, from the 80s and through the 2000s. But I was listening a lot to No More Tears, the No More Tears album,
Mm-hmm.
and I just love sax playing, and then I said to a buddy of mine, I love Zach Wild, man. He's so powerful, when he
Oh yeah.
plays. And he's like, yeah, but have you heard his other band, Black Label Society? And I'm like, no. And he said, okay, so you're a fan of Zach Wild, but you have not heard Black Label Society? No, okay. You're in for a treat. So he bought me his Sonic Brew album.
Okay.
Isn't that the first album? I think that's the first album from Black Label. It
I
came
think
out in
you're
1998.
I think so. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
And I was just goddamn blown away. It was just perfect mix for me. Like,
Yeah.
I loved it right away. And since then, it just stuck with me, because I really wanted to figure out how he played that aggressively, but still so clean. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So, and it just felt natural for me to try to duplicate that as good as I could.
For
I
sure.
will never be as good as Zach, but it's like, yeah, yeah, he's so, and also he can play, like this shaking picking,
Mm-hmm.
which I've never understood. I never tried it. Maybe sometime I need to learn that as well. But yeah, so Seg is a really big influence, and also John Petrucci. These kind of what's the guitarist of Deep Purple? What's his name? Steve Morse.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I listen a lot to Steve Morse, and he does this kind of fusion things,
Mm-hmm.
like chromatic fusion
Oh
stuff,
yeah.
and also Petrucci does this. So I've, you know, I'm not sure if I was thinking, like I have to do this and this, but it just felt natural to kind of dive into that kind of playing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's what I did, and also Marty Friedman,
Of course.
from uh, Countdown to Extinction, and the things he did earlier with Jason Becker.
Oh yeah. The cacophony stuff.
Just, God damn, man, so talented. It's crazy.
Yeah. The it's funny even though I think there's a bit of an age difference. I have a lot of the same had a lot of the same influences when I was first getting into guitar.
Yeah.
Um, and it started off with more like singer songwriter stuff and very quickly turned into finding like Zach Wild and Dimebag Darrell and
Yeah, die.
Slayer and yeah,
God,
and Zach, it's like you could quantify his stuff to like alternate picking every note. Um, but you think of other guitar players that do that, and none of them sound quite as aggressive as him.
Mm.
Like he'll, just something about his picking and how hard he picks, and finishing off with the wildest fucking, pardon the pun,
Mm. Yeah,
but the most insane wide vibrato. It makes everything just sound like you said, super aggressive. Like Paul Gilbert and John Sykes, arguably, you know, would play the same thing, and it doesn't sound as mean as when he would do it.
yeah,
Just a
absolutely.
different vibe altogether somehow.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, and of course, Dimebag has a huge impact on my guitar playing, and Angus Young from AC/DC also, because
Oh yeah.
everybody says it's so easy, but try playing like the riff to Stiff Upper Lip. It goes.
Mm,
You have to, you have to pick it and do the chicken picking as well.
yeah.
Uh, just learning that. What the hell? Yeah. So, and the guitar solos, he pauses and plays blues, and I think it's so cool.
It's really interesting whenever you do hear an ACDC, like an Angus lick, out of the context of the band,
Hmm.
like like what you just did. It really, really is like, oh wow, that's just some straight up blues. Like that is like some borderline Delta blues kind of
Yeah,
licks,
yeah,
just with, played through a cranked Marshall with a loud band behind it.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Okay. And do you know if he uses any kind of boost in front of his amp, or is it just right into an old
kind
Marshall?
of, kind of.
Yeah,
So they're cranked. I can't remember specifically what Marshall it is, because going from the JMPs to Plexis to Majors, they all kind of blend together for me,
yeah.
But regardless, some old like Plexi style Marshalls cranked, and
Hmm.
his boost actually came from his wireless. Um,
That's right.
yeah, and there's a company now called Schaefer,
Yeah,
I think, that does like a replica of that, and you can like just the boost side of that wireless to kind of, go from your guitar into this boost into your amp and get that same, kind of push DI going into your amp.
yeah, yeah.
I've
Just love it. It's so old school. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's the Gibson SG, which goes into the amp, and you crank it up to 11, and off you go.
Hell yeah.
Nothing to hide behind. Not even delay on your guitar play on the lead. Nothing.
It's very unforgiving.
Yeah, and I think that's cool. And actually, Kirk Hammett in Metallica also. I never thought about it before, but there's no delay on his leads.
Hmm.
They are just dry. And the
I never,
cool thing about
yeah.
that is they kind of jump more out of the speakers, when you don't have any delay on it.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Yeah, I didn't think about it before I saw an interview with him where he said that he doesn't use any delay on the guitar solos,
I never really noticed. I don't, huh. That's
but I do.
crazy. Yeah. Of course, like, uh, I don't know. I feel like with most recorded solos, like you can maybe hear there's some kind of ambience going on there, but within the full mix of stuff going on, most of the time it's pretty subtle anyway.
Yeah,
Unless it's like a really, really, you know, um, purposely boosted or like pushed kind of delay sound where they're actually playing off of the repeats kind of thing,
mm-hmm.
like some Brian May kind of stuff maybe.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I always love that where he was like kind of harmonizing with his own repeats of the delay and stuff like that. Just fun stuff.
Oh, cool, man. It's so cool. And that's why I, love the guitar. That it's endless possibilities
Hmm.
and combinations of things and tunings and amps and pedals. You never get bored. It's so
Yeah.
many things you can add on to make whatever sounds you're looking for. So yeah.
A lot of freedom of expression for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Um, on kind of that might be a good jumping point to go back into something I wanted to ask you earlier.
Mm,
Um, so coming from your background,
mm,
where it's like very hard rock, more steeped in maybe like kind of more traditional heavy metal. So probably a lot of pentatonic kind of licks and maybe like passing tones from other scales, right?
mm.
Some, roundabout. Um, Going into Dimmu, where it's probably going to guess a lot of maybe minor and harmonic minor kind of
Yep.
stuff, very, very dark, very evil sounding kind of stuff musically. Um, how, you said, how was the vocabulary change? Like, I know you said it was a steep learning curve.
Mm.
Uh, what, give me like a couple examples of something like a song or a solo that was very educational for you as a guitar player.
Yeah. Just have to look it up on my Spotify here because there were so many
Sure.
of them. So all of my like all the licks that I have in my chops and stuff,
Mhm.
I kind of couldn't use them because as you said, it's a lot of pentatonic and the same scales which I've been playing for years. So when I had to learn the Dimmu songs, I just thought I have to learn it like a classical musician, just
Mhm.
learn it by notes
Yeah.
and not think so much about the scales. But I think gateways, the in the beginning, like this lead part.
Mhm.
It
Oh
goes
yeah.
from here to here to up here to the neck and down again. It's like it's so it's like I of course I didn't write this song, so I'm just thinking that I think they must have had this melody in their head because as a guitar player, I would never come up with this kind of lick,
Yeah.
you know. So I think I just have to have a more classical approach to Dimmu. That's how I learned this stuff. But when it comes to guitar solos, it was let me see here. In Death's Embrace. That was quite yeah. So
Mm.
that was not that hard to learn, but grotesquerie, grotesquerie concealed.
That's a good one.
Fucking because it goes through, in hard rock and blues, it's E or A or
Sure.
G,
Yeah.
whatever, B. But here you have the constant um, chord progressions, the change all the
Movements.
time.
Yeah.
So you can't stay in an E scale or whatever.
Sure.
So that was very challenging for me to learn that one, the guitar solos there, because it's like I would never write that kind of music. So it's been very educational for me to just to it's like you dive into something that you've never done before, and I wouldn't do it either if I was not playing in a band, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, but of course it helps. I'm a huge Dimmu fan. I've been a Dimmu fan for ages, and that helps. I think that's very important when if you if you're gonna play in a band that you're a fan of the music. It's it's more important than I thought,
Yeah.
at least for me. So if I play music that I don't like, it's so hard to sit down and learn music that you don't like.
Sure.
So, but Dimmu is, I just love it. It's like a Lord of the Rings film.
Oh yeah.
So it's and that makes the job easier, I think. Yeah.
Hell yeah. What are some goals that you have for yourself musically and professionally?
Uh, Yeah, that's a good question. I remember, when I was a kid, I come from a town called Bergen
Hmm.
in Norway. And when I was 10 years old, we moved up to this like little town outside of Ålesund. And you know, either became a car mechanic or fishing, you know, that kind of stuff. So when I said that I wanted to be a great guitarist, it's not like people laughed, but it was just so unusual to
Hmm.
do these kind of things, this kind of music. So I've worked my ass off just to get where I am. But I remember one of my big goals was to play Oslo Spectrum, which is it's a kind of a big concert hall in Oslo. And I actually managed to pull that off in 2013 because I played in the Eurovision Song Contest. I've done that
Okay.
twice. Yeah. So I did that, and then I thought, okay. Oh, before that, I always wanted to headline the Wacken Festival. I've been there a couple of times before, and I was like, how do I get up on that stage? That huge stage. I want to get up there, and I did. But I didn't think it would happen this late in my life. I'm turning 43 now. I thought all these kind of things happen when you were in your 20s.
Sure.
Uh, but I guess I'm a late bloomer. I never quit. I think that's the main thing, that never give up, because there's so many people that wants to play and be in big bands and stuff, but many people give up. And of course, it's all about economics and having to work besides music and family and all these kind of things, which can make it difficult. But
Mhm.
I just never gave up. And but I really, my main goal was to be as good as I could be, and that's still my main goal.
Yeah.
Just be as good as you can be. And I never get bored of practicing playing the guitar. Never. You know.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's my fix.
It's it's inspiring for a lot of us that are in our 30s heading into 40s. But
Yeah, and you know what? This is so funny. I'm not sure if it's a guitarist in Norway, is Ronnie Letekra from TNT.
oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, when Zach recorded the first Oz album, which he plays on, isn't that the No Rest for the Wicked album?
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, and this was in '88, I think, 86, 87, 88. Anyway, the producer of that album asked Zach Wild, which guitar tone do you want to have? What are you looking for? And he said, I want the guitar tone that Ronnie Tekra from TNT has. And that's a modern Marshall, and I don't know all the specifics, but the reason I'm mentioning this is because it comes full circle, everything, because we were in Tekra studio in
Hmm.
2017. I think it was 2017 or 16. No, 17 it was. In his studio recording the One Last Ride album with Chrome Division.
Hmm.
And for me, it was huge to work with Ronnie Tekra. Is like a guitar god.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had some wine and we were talking, and I was like, I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I should just quit music and get a good education and a high paying job. And he looked me straight into my eyes, and he said that just wait till you're 40. Just wait till you're 40. That's when it's gonna happen. I was like, 40, by then I'm half dead. 40. What are you talking about? But he was totally right. Totally right.
I
So
I think there maybe could be something said for the maturity and experience and discipline that comes with just age and working. and actually like living life and having that perspective, you know?
I think so too. I think so too. So and yeah, it's like now it's I understand now music just chose me, and this is what I'm gonna do with my life, you know. So, but of course it can be hard and challenging, but what isn't? You know, I think it's supposed to be like that. So yeah, oh yeah, it's been a crazy ride, and we hope for some much more for the
Hell yeah.
time to come. Yeah,
I know I know I'm excited to see everything that you do with Demu and Chrome Division, of course, here moving forward.
yeah.
Um, if you're good on time, we actually got some fan submitted questions. Uh,
Okay.
cool. Awesome. Let me see. Obviously we covered gear and who inspired you, but is there a single Demu song that was the most challenging over all the others?
This run, are you thinking about live or studio?
Well,
Live.
I guess both.
Studio, it was like I think everything because the songs were just so complex, man. When you listen to the album when it comes out, you will know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
just like one of the songs are over 7 minutes long and so much things happening in there. So, but so there everything was challenging there. But the good thing about working in the studio is that you can actually record,
sure.
sequences song, So, but the live bit, let me see. There's parts in the songs that are really hard to play because I would never think like that. Like
Mm.
in Serpentine Offering, there's this thing which Galder plays. I'm not sure if I remember it now, but it's yeah, 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 something like that. But it's just crazy, like what is he doing?
Huh.
And I found a video on YouTube which where he plays it, and that saved me because I didn't have a clue. It was like so that was challenging. And Cataclysm Children
Okay.
is quite not so difficult, but it's down picking all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
You know, you know. Uh, so, but it's very fun to play that one. But challenging. Yeah, I think it must be Grotesquerie was one of the hardest ones. Yeah,
Okay.
just because of all the chord changes all the time.
Sure.
Yeah, so I would say Grotesquerie Concealed.
Um, somebody asked, "How did you get your nickname?"
Yeah, that's a funny story. My name is Kjell Åge Hartveit Karlsen. You can try to pronounce that if you want to. But it it looks like this. Kjell Åge Hartveit Karlsen. It's ridiculous. So if you're gonna be a rock star and with that name, I don't think it would work. And the funny thing is that for over 20 years ago, I had a Toyota Corolla 1985 model, and I didn't have money, and I needed new tires because the winter was coming up. So I went to this what do you call it, um, where you can buy used car parts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just
Yeah, and I asked him, "Do you have any tires for me?" Yeah, of course. Yeah, he had four tires. I could buy them for 1,000 kroner, which is very cheap. It's like 100 euros, you
okay.
know. And I was like, "Yeah, great." And I put them on, and there was this black ice which I didn't see, and I had this bad habit. I was laying too close,
Hmm.
uh, a car in front of me. So I managed to crash my car. I think it was 3 times at the same day. The same day, because every time they braked, I would just boom into into the car. It was like driving on a piece of soap. The tires was they were horrible. They didn't work at all. Like hard, like plastic. And I called my father and said that I managed to crash my car 3 times, so I have to fix it now. And then he called me up and he said that me and my mother has a new name for you, and that's damage, because everything I touch breaks. And I thought that's funny. Why don't I can just use that as a stage name.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's the story. Yeah.
Um, what is a guitar amp slash pedal that surprised you with how good it sounded?
Uh, Guitar and pedal. Um, hmm. Uh, I'm many actually, but some things sound really good alone.
Hmm.
When you put it into a band rehearsing space,
Sure.
it might drown.
Yeah.
So the best amps that has been working for me is, as I said, the Mesa Dual rectifiers. Uh, but pedal, yeah. Well, I really love this one. Uh, the Roto Vibe.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Henrik's used it. Of course, Zach used it. So
Absolutely.
uh, I love it. I don't use it in Dimmu, but in Chrome Division and other bands, I
Hmm.
really use it. And I remember the first time I tried out the whammy pedal. Being a Dimebag fan,
Of course.
I just like, what the hell is he doing? Is it becoming? Da-da-da,
Yeah.
da-da, da-da, bam, bam, wee, you know, what the hell what is this? So yeah, a couple of years later, I managed to try it out, and I just sat there in this store, going through everything. It was
Hmm.
so cool. So the whammy pedal really, that was one of the pedals which I just love, and the ETC electronic reverb pedal is
Okay.
also very nice. You have this shimmer,
Hmm.
Sorry. Yeah. Any more? Yeah. Not that
Yeah.
I can think of.
Okay. Um, how would you say your style differs from Galder's and what you bring to the writing process?
Yeah. I've learned so much from Galder, his playing style. But our styles are I think they're very, like, he's, yeah, what should I say? He's very, his riffing is like really, really tight.
Hmm.
It's when you listen to, what's the song called? My brain. I was out drinking last night, so forgive me. I don't remember so much today. But the song called not Cataclysm, but God damn it. Ah, okay, I'll get back to that. But our styles, I'm more of a classic rock guitarist. I
Okay.
think he's like really a black metal guitarist.
Mm.
So I have a lot to learn from him. It's really interesting to dive into things that he's done.
Hmm.
But I think as guitarists, we are very, very different in many ways. So, but maybe I play. I've always played a lot of leads, so I think I maybe have done that more than him. But he's the riffing thing is just amazing. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
I think he's yeah, yeah, yeah. But we are quite different guitarists.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hey, all the best black metal guitar players started off as heavy metal guitar players anyway, you know?
It did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. True. Yeah.
um other you know what, this isn't a fan question, but it just had me curious. Other than Dimmu, are there any other black metal bands that you're a big fan of? I was just curious.
Uh, yeah, I like Satyricon.
Okay.
I've listened a lot to them before, not so much now, but before I listened a lot to Satyricon. And what more do we have here? Uh, Cadaver, you know. And or is Cadaver black metal, or is it? I don't know what we would categorize that as, but yeah, and actually a new band from Norway called Julsjuk. Have you heard about those?
Uh-uh.
No, that's fucking great, man.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It's a guitarist from Trollfest. Don't know if you
Oh,
heard about that band.
say
Uh,
say the black metal band's name one more time.
Julsjuk.
Your shoot.
It's Julsjuk. What's the English word for that? Soil sick. If
Okay.
you, yeah,
I like
uh,
that.
I'll write it for you. Let me see
Sure.
here. Um, Julsjuk. Um, Julsjuk. Here. Yeah, those guys. You see it?
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I've definitely never heard of them. I'll have to check those guys out.
yeah, it's great. So, yeah,
My it's funny, my wife is actually better about checking out new stuff
yeah,
constantly, like
yeah,
way better about it than I am. Like she's always, especially black metal.
yeah.
It's like her favorite genre. So
Hmm.
she's always, I don't think she listens to the same thing like, you know, twice in a month long span or something like that. Like,
Yeah, yeah. No, and I've been listening to a lot of different black metal bands, but Dimmu was my favorite back in the day, and still is because they have so many ingredients there. It's
sure.
the classical aspect and some rock and so much different stuff. And on
Hmm.
this album, we also have some acoustic guitars,
Nice.
a lot of acoustic guitars actually. And fun fact, a lot of the songs on the album from '98, the Enthroned Darkness album,
Oh
was
yeah.
acoustic guitar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
One thing I've always appreciated about Demu is the emphasis on composition and
yeah,
like just the overall story going on.
yeah,
As opposed to, like most metal bands are very just guitar riff driven for the most part. And they write like a symphony or something, you know?
true.
I'm a big fan of like movie scores and stuff like that too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's such a cool merger of two
it is.
worlds. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
Septic
totally agree.
Flesh like that too.
Yeah,
But
yeah, totally agree. And so no, so yeah, that's and that's what I said. That for me learning this stuff, it was like I had to take everything I knew and just park it.
mhm.
I'm like I have to relearn
Yeah,
everything because it's a new genre. It's not just power chords, but you have to also use like the whole chord.
yeah,
So yeah, so and also the kind of like Morning Palace. No, I didn't hear that one when I was learning it. You know.
oh yeah.
And also this one, and it goes so fast. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So yeah, so absolutely, it's like classical. A lot of beautiful things in there,
Yeah,
a lot of dark things. I just love it.
hell yeah.
Mm.
Um, Two more quick fan questions. What's the funnest Dimmu song to play?
The funnest one, I think I have two favorites to play, which is Puritania, of course. I think it's just fun to play,
Sure.
and Cataclysm Children,
Nice.
because that's just like trash metal with piano. It's
Right.
da 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 bam. It's just so a lot of energy, and the guitar solo there, it's Galder's guitar solo. I just love playing it because
Hmm.
it's so classical.
Yeah.
So yeah, those two for sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And the last question kind of threw me off a little bit. I don't know if
Okay.
it's somebody you know with an inside joke or something, but somebody asked, let me, yeah, favorite offering of the American continental breakfast. I have no idea.
Favorite, what was that? Favorite offering?
Of the American continental breakfast.
What does that even mean? I don't understand what it means.
I guess like when you stay at an American hotel, they have like a free continental breakfast, and it's usually like because for work I've had to stay at a bunch of hotels, and it's usually always scrambled eggs, sausage and or bacon, and like
Okay.
maybe like muffins and shit like
I
that.
get you.
Like,
I'm trying not to eat so much muffins and pancakes and stuff
yeah.
because, as I said, soon 43. So if I just look at candy, it
Hmm.
goes straight into my belly fat, not into my biceps, but. But I must say scrambled eggs and bacon
Yeah.
and orange juice and
It's good.
coffee.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I'm my worst habit anymore are these energy drinks, but
Yeah.
I don't never smoked and I don't drink very often, so I got to have something, right?
Yeah. Don't drink very often, I have to cut down on that one, but it's too much. I have too many bad friends. Well, you want to come out? No, yes. Okay, let's do
Yeah.
it. Oh God, yeah. But same here. Never smoked, never done any drugs. It's just coffee, water, Pepsi Max, and a lot of guitars, man.
Oh yeah.
And of course pizza. And and
Yeah.
entrecote.
Fuck yeah.
But I just love food, man. Goddamn, food
Yeah.
is just love it. But
Yeah.
I really, I've been quite successful with my training these days. Lifting weights.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I have to.
uh, I fucking love weightlifting.
You do?
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I've had a couple guests on here where I think we spent more time discussing like weight training than we
Yeah.
did guitar music. Hell yeah,
This
man.
is this is my garage. Yeah, some
Nice.
apps and stuff and my cat. But here is yeah, and some pieces of my pedal board, weights,
Fuck
and
yeah.
my new lions.
That's
Like
awesome.
they weigh like 200 kilos each. I'm not sure what that's in your measurements, but they're goddamn heavy. It's from a new house. So yeah, but lift weighting. I think why doesn't everybody do that? You know what I mean?
Right? See, weight training for me is fun. You know, at least minimum three times a week. If I can get more in, I do. Um, and I've been pretty consistent about it for a while. And I'm trying here for the past year. I've been trying to be more consistent about my cardio.
Yeah.
because my job now, it's funny, it's split between office time and having to do a lot of like hiking and walking around
Oh
for
yeah,
yeah. So um, trying to maintain a certain level of cardio just so I'm not dying at work. But
yeah.
diet is the hard part. It's always been the hardest part.
I know. It's the same here, but I'm just thinking, okay, if you can have you, I think you need to have the cheat days where you
Oh
can
yeah.
eat what you know. But for me, actually, fasting has also been a good thing for me. Not like crazy things, but just eating two meals a day
Hmm.
has been really good for me. I'm trying that out for like 1 month now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's so much stuff on the internet. People mean this and that, but I think your body tells you what it needs.
Hmm.
What works for you maybe not work for another one. But
Sure.
for me, cutting out a lot of bread has been good.
Hmm.
Eating more like solid.
Yeah.
It's been working. Yeah.
Um, I think the best I was able to do diet wise as and well combination of everything. Uh, Definitely before me and my wife had our two boys. But
Yeah.
yeah, once you have kids, it's a little trickier. Um, but no, there was a period of time where I was training like five at minimum 5 days a week, and weighing out portions and all that stuff. So everything was very regimented, and I found the best. Lost a ton of weight, but I found the best way to just build lean muscle was do that, and then having one cheat day a week.
Mm.
Um, it kind of introduced just enough like fat content where you could also put on some mass, and
Yeah.
like one of these days I'll get back to that. I'm hoping here sooner than later because
Yeah.
I'm 34 now. The older you get, the harder it gets.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely, man.
It's easier to maintain into your older years than it is to try to start off fresh kind of thing, you know?
So true. That's so true. So yeah, yeah, absolutely. Maybe I should try that as well. I've never done that. Weighing up the food and stuff. But I think it would be cool just to see how far I could take it
Sure.
when it comes to muscle growth and overall my health. Because that's something that I really felt like the last couple of 2 years is my back issues
Mm-hmm.
and my left, like the whole kind of leg. I don't know, but it's like I need more. I need to train it more.
Mm, gotcha.
Why I don't know, but I guess it's because the older you get, you will lose muscle mass.
Yeah,
So yeah, so I would really like to drink less and lift more. So
sure.
that has to be my goal in 2026, I think.
Hell yeah.
Play more guitar, lift more weights, drink less alcohol, and still have fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's what it's all any of us can hope for, right?
yeah,
I I will say one thing I've steered away from because I've gone through so many cycles with training.
yeah,
Um, there when I was in college, like fresh out of high school, I packed on a good bit of extra weight. Just the newfound freedom, eating
yeah,
out all the time, drinking all the time, and it caught
yeah,
up to me. So what got
yeah,
me into training was just trying to not be fat, right?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
from there I lost the weight and then just got really into the process of it, got really into health and fitness and training. So went through a bodybuilding kind of phase. Not, I
Really?
wouldn't say competing. I never did competition, so I wouldn't. But that was like what I was aiming at, right? Like lean, lean muscle kind of thing. So it
Mm,
was a bodybuilding regiment,
mm,
and the more I got into it, the more I, started finding like strongmen and power lifters and stuff. And I'm like, well, that seems pretty badass.
Yeah.
So I started going down that route.
Oh, wow.
And, uh I got, my deadlift was about 500, like was pushing 500, and
Yeah.
squats were a little bit behind that, and the ironic thing was I started getting fat again because you kind of have to.
Yeah.
so so like, yeah, I got pretty big. So now I'm just trying to be healthy. Like that's all I want to do. I just want to
Yeah,
be
yeah, it's same here. I just want to be healthy and just feel like I'm in a good shape,
sure.
So yeah, but and it doesn't hurt, to have a little muscle on your arms. That's not bad. And chest
Yeah.
and legs. Yeah, have to look good in stockings.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. And I got an 11-year-old and a 5-year-old I got to keep up with too. So that's,
Yeah,
I don't want to be the dad that's too tired to play with his kids kind of thing. So,
yeah,
well,
yeah. No, same here. So no, yeah, as I said, in 2 weeks I'm gonna pack up this place and move to another place, a little farther out.
sweet.
That's where I'm taking all my training equipment with me, and
Oh yeah.
I just love the to have everything at home,
Hmm.
not because I don't like people, but just because of time. It's so
That's fair. Yeah.
so easy just to go out there and take, like, okay, so I have 20 minutes. Yeah, well, and I can live for 20 minutes. I don't have to sit and get into the car and drive somewhere.
Right.
I love that. And
I uh I have some weights here at the house that I got during COVID, but um it was like some dumbbell stuff, and then I was doing a lot of body weight or trying to add weight to do body weight stuff, backpacks full of weights and stuff like that.
mhm,
Um and then I have a heavy bag here at the house that, do some
yeah,
do some fun cardio.
yeah,
Um but yeah, that is something over I hope to do little by little is get more stuff for here at the house.
yeah, yeah.
I still go to a gym, and I don't
Mm.
know if you've ever been to a Planet Fitness, but they're pretty, yeah. Everyone calls it the mall of gyms or like the
Okay.
Walmart of gyms or something like that.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I haven't been there.
They're ch-
So,
they're cheap. They're very commercialized, very
yeah.
like, like, well, we're for everybody, It's
Hmm.
like it's almost anti gym rat, anti
Okay.
bodybuilder, and it's more for like just your average Joe.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm just going there because it's like $10 a month.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's cheap.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like, why not?
Yeah, yeah, totally. No, so now I used to work out in a gym, paying for it, of course,
Yeah.
having a membership there. But it was like always when the machine or the whatever dumbbells or that I was going to use, it was there was always someone using them. I had to
Hmm.
wait, and then we lift, every second time.
Yeah.
I was like, I want it at home,
Sure.
and I
Sure.
can use it 24 hours.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If I can get a decent squat rack and, you know, a good barbell and get I even looked at like making my own weights out of like concrete and stuff.
Yeah,
But
that's awesome, man.
yeah. Uh,
And you can buy a couple of lions.
yeah. And just use them like as Atlas stones and
Yeah.
hell yeah. Well,
Cool, man.
dude, I think we've gone past like the hour mark. I don't want to eat up too much more of your time. If you don't care, I got one last question to close this out, and we will bid farewell. But I always like to ask people, what's your Mount Rushmore, your top four, bands and or albums, whatever's easier to come up with off the top of your head.
Mm. Well, bands, AC/DC, Pantera, I'd have to say early Metallica,
Okay.
Black Sabbath, four bands there, and albums. There's so much to take from, it's just so much. But
Oh yeah.
the ones that really, Dream Theater, was it Images and Words? Just, you know, when you're learning to play guitar and you want to advance,
Hmm.
you go through these phases, and I just remember when I discovered Dream Theater, I thought those guys are aliens. They can't be real. This is how do they communicate? Do they speak English or is it just click sounds? I don't know because it was so technical. I was just amazed by the level of musicianship and of course how they played. And it was the Awake
Mm.
album that yeah. So when it comes to albums, Awake, Dream Theater, Back in Black, AC/DC,
Hmm.
um, actually the Great Southern Tranquil,
Hmm.
Pantera, because that's just so aggressive.
Yeah.
Um, and the fourth, hmm, choose wisely. Um, which album do I always go back to? Um, actually, I think I will say just have to search it up here, but Deep Purple, Burn.
That's a good one. Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love it.
Fuck yeah. It's a good mix of like just some good old classics and some
Yeah,
real pushing to the edge kind of shreddy stuff. I like it.
yeah, and there's tons. We could when it comes to albums and bands and music in general. I think we could talk for hours and hours and hours.
No
It's
doubt.
just so much, from A to O. We have the last letter in the alphabet here in Norway is O, but your last is it set? No, actually it's set, isn't it?
Yeah, Z set. I've heard. Yeah.
See, yeah. We have O, fucked up.
Awesome. Oh man. Well,
Man,
dude. Well, maybe we can have you on sometime in the future. We can talk more albums. See,
I would love.
we can check in with both of us. See how our training's going.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Hell yeah. Well, dude,
From heavy
thank you.
metal to weightlifting. Yeah.
Absolutely. The all the important things.
Yep.
Well, dude, thank you so much for taking the time. Um, is
Thank you, man.
is anything to plug real quick? Any upcoming dates, or you probably can't talk about like an album date or anything yet.
No,
Um,
the only thing I know is that the album is coming out 2026,
okay.
and we're planning to tour in 2026,
Hell yeah.
Europe and United States.
Killer.
Um, at least that's the plan. And for me now, it's just like surviving. I'm in between two houses, and like I have to move my studio, so pack it down and get it up and running in my new place at my new place. And I just have to get the set list for 2026 as soon as possible,
Yeah.
so I can start learning the songs that we are going to perform, because the more time I have to do that, the better it is. Then I
Sure.
don't have to go on stage and overthink,
Yeah.
because when you're thinking, you're always like a little after behind. The perfect thing is to have everything into your muscle memory, so you don't have to think at all, just play.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be when we are playing things live,
Oh, for
uh,
sure.
2026. And but life happens. It's just so many things all the time that kind of happens. So
Mhm.
but first of all, now moving, and then practice, and just keep on learning stuff.
Hell yeah. Well, dude, thank you again so much for taking the time to sit and chat with me.
Thanks,
Um,
man.
I
Thank
will
you.
have social media links and links for Dimmu and everything in the description.
Mhm.
We'll have this up on YouTube here within the week. And
Sounds good.
yeah, thank you all at home for checking this out, and we will see you next time. Peace.
See you, man.